Voilà, top. Et dans l'actu, le point du droit qui aujourd'hui, comme tous les mardis, nous recevons l'un des membres de l'Alliance internationale des femmes avocates du Cameroun. Donc ce matin, maître Isabelle Carès-Lobé est avec nous. Elle est avocate au barreau du Cameroun. Bonjour maître.
Good morning, Gladys.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine. I'm happy to see you this morning. You are radiant.
Thank you. Same to
So
you.
today we are talking about the lease for professional use. First of all, tell us, what is a lease?
A lease is an agreement between two persons.
Yeah.
One is the solicitor and the other one is the proprietor of a property.
Okay.
Yes.
So how does it, what is the goods that come in line when we talk about lease or using a lease for professional purpose?
What I have to say, first of all, is that the lease for professional use is governed by the OWADA Uniform Acts on General Commercial Law. The OWADA, more specifically, is the Organization for the Harmonization of Business Law in Africa. So in 2010, there was a modification about the law, and they changed the commercial lease to lease for professional use.
Okay.
So the premises that are concerned, we have the premises for commercial, industrial, artisanal, or professional use. We also have accessory premises that are owned by different owners, but are known to the lessor to when the lease is concluded. And we also have raw land, which is built, the properties are built on it.
Okay.
And they are used for commercial, industrial, artisanal, or professional use.
Okay.
And the lessor must give his consent before the building of those properties.
All right.
So that's the different type of situation that where we found lease. So, and we have, excuse me, we have another one. We have the industrial or commercial entities. We have public corporations that also are governed by public law, whether they are lessor or lessee. All of these are concerned by the lease for professional use.
Can you tell us what are the conditions that surround this agreement?
Yes. First of all, what you have to know about it is that parties are free to set the terms of the agreement, but they have to follow the regulations required by the OWADA Uniform Act on General Commercial Law. So the agreement can be written or not written, and it must concern a professional, whether in commercial, industrial, or artisanal, or other professional use, and the owner of a property.
Okay.
And it must be for a fixed term or indeterminate term. But when it's oral, the law will assume that the lease is undeterminate or indeterminate. Indeterminate periods.
Okay.
Yes.
In every agreement, I know you have both parties have rights and obligations. In this particular context, what are the obligations of the lessor?
The lessor has, first of all, to rent his property. It must be in good condition. That's the first obligation of the lessor. But if the agreement is unwritten, the law will presume that the lease has been given in good condition if the lessee has not made any objection about it.
Okay.
And the second obligation, the main one also, is to repair major problems in the lease or the property. And if this is not done too, there will be procedures for the lessee to engage.
So what if the repair are, let us say, are such a nature that they prevent the enjoyment of the property? What do we do?
What the lessee has to do about it is to seize the competent court ruling expeditiously, so that it will whether order the lessor to do the repairs or give the possibility for the lessee to do the repairs, but after will be refunded by the lessor.
Okay.
So there are some conditions that the law will take into consideration before permit the lessee to do the repairs at the place of the lessor.
So what do we do when the lessor do not want to pay for the damages?
That's what I was just saying. The leasee has to seize the competent court.
Okay.
And the competent court will rather decide to leave the leasee to do the repairs, and after ask or condemn the lessor to repair or give the reparation, then the amount of what has been used to do the repairs. So the lessor will be obliged to pay the leasee on whatever expenses he has done about
Alors,
the leasee.
Est-ce que le contrat de bail, justement, continue à être effectif ou applicable après la cessation du contrat avec le bailleur?
Yes, it continues to exist.
How is it possible?
Because the new proprietor or the person that will replace the lessor will take the leasee where it was ended or where it was, and continue with the obligations of the lessor.
But people, est-ce que réellement, qu'est-ce que ça implique pour le locataire du bien que de savoir que peut-être le contrat peut être poursuivi par quelqu'un d'autre?
There's no changes.
Okay.
There's no changes because it's just a replacement of one person to another.
Okay,
so
I see.
You have the same obligations and the same rights.
So does in case of death, is it a synonym of the end of a lease? When the lessor is, quand le bailleur peut-être meurt, ça veut dire que le bail est terminé, le contrat de bail n'est plus effectif?
No, the lease will continue to exist.
Okay.
His legitimate representative will continue with the lease.
Okay.
But in case the leasee dies, we have the spouse. If he has a spouse, we have the immediate ascendants or descendants who, within a period of 3 months, will make a requirement to continue with the lease through a belief, and the requirement will be addressed to the lessor. But if we are doing with an entity, the entity will have a liquidator, and the lessor has to seize the liquidator in a period of 16 days.
Okay.
So that he will continue with the obligations of the lessee. If the 60 days comes and nothing is done, or within the 3 months nothing is done, the lease will terminate automatically.
Thank you very much, Barrister Isabelle Carres-Lobet, for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Let us meet next Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Maybe
Because
you, maybe another.
Yes, we have
maybe another barrister. We have no problem on Cameroon Daylight. We just receive you. We are happy to have those enlightening facts on juridical problems